up, guys? So I'm finally here with another FIFA World Cup live stream. So I hope you guys doing well, and if you are new on this channel, don't forget to hit the like button and support me also, guys. Let's go then. Argentina versus Thailand. Hello, guys.
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's there to clear it. And he's only too happy to take that back. First quarter of an hour gone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good effort! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Argentina have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Messi! Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Argentina with another corner. Gets his head on it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Burirat. Yotsangwal. It's a pretty loose pass. Yamal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good ball, good take. And he was quick to react. Caicedo. Here's Oyarzabal. And this is Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. And it's Son Heung-min. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Robertson has the space to scheme. Tries to get it clear. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Just past the 40th minute mark. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Good Sangwal. Crepi Mai. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And so the action is resumed.
Argentina are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now the cross. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance, pinches it off him, crossed in once, he leaps for it! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Kendi. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Crepi Mai. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Tries to play it through. Caicedo. And Son Heung-min. Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Yamal threads one in.
Substitution.
Thailand can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Crepi Mai. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Messi is being harried and hassled.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against them here. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, super ball! Oyarzabal finds himself offside. Argentina are still in search of that breakthrough goal.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
This is a promising build-up.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Reprimai. Now, can they get him away? Space for him to turn and look. Shadati! So near, and yet so far. And that's the end of the game. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Reminder today that smoking is only
Your final
allowed
thoughts,
in
Jim?
areas shown
A
in this
rather
map.
flat
Thank you for
performance
your
from me.
cooperation.
বাইরে গিয়ে কথা বলো। চাচাবে না আর কোন যাবে না আমার।
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting under. He's having a hit! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Alexander-Arnold and Fernandez, Caicedo, and it's Fernandez. Yamal, oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery, and he's taking no chances there. Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's played in. Oh, good effort! But he's left disappointed. That has been cut short. Still goalless. Messi. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Lovely feet. And it's Fernandez. Messi. He shifted it to the flank. Son Heung-min finding himself in space. Tries a shot! It goes to show he is human after all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, good spread. Yamal gets into a good position. And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to get it away. And he is dashing away. And another try! Goal! Chile! The first significant strike. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Robertson. Fernandez. And it's Messi. And here's Oyarzabal. Nicely spread.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Messi! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Argentina are still behind by 1, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise. Argentina go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Immediately.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we are back underway.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Knocks it into space. Back in once. He's rising! And he's stuck it away. Argentina are level. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
Argentina really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Messi. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fernandez. No, it's come to nothing. Now he's off and running. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Jimenez. Fernandez. And Jimenez. Alexander-Arnold. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And the pass is intercepted. Looking to play him in.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's in a great position here. Decent chance! Goal! Chile! And they've got their lead back. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
हेलो श्रीमान क्या हाल चाल ब्रो स्वागत
Substitution for Chile, number 19.
So the manager could make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Chile have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on.
Chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Chance! And there's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substitution for Chile, number 11.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Chile have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Oh, nice touch. Oyarzabal, and he shoots! And yes, it's there! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Argentina give themselves a chance of a fit. And that is it, a real high-octane conclusion. Argentina were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short.
Hello,
Effort
attendees.
unrewarded.
This is a lost children's announcement.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll begin. Big chance! Goal! Argentina! The ideal start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. This is a promising build-up. That's going wide left. And it's O'Reilly. Kane. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found space here. Oh, such a clever touch. And a chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. England are looking to go forward now. Great defending, strong and determined. Spread it left. And he's forced to go back. Yamal. That's a little off target. Driving forward. Floated through. Madueke finds himself offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Son Heung-min. They get a throw in. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And another try! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Gordon. Anderson. And this is Kane. Spread out to the left. Argentina heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. James. Now, can they get him away? James is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack.
And
it's James.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Kane. That's a good ball out wide. Knocks it into space. Oh, nice touch. And he's whipped it across. Rice! And again! And yes, it's there! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And that is indeed the final act. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Argentina ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
England clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Fernandez. Now Son Heung-min. Messi, great vision. Now there's a fine ball. Tries a shot. In he goes again. It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Konsa, Son Heung-min. And yet another chance goes to waste.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's Robertson. Robertson. Good ball, good take. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Akanji shifted it to the flank. Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? And that was asking just too much of him.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Out for a throw. And here's Son Heung-min. And he's been shifted off it. Anderson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well read, nice interception. Gordon could move up a gear here. Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Eze. Played out to the left flank.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
England needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That has been cut short.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Argentina proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy to have won it. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Today, please refrain from parking outside.
Thoughts on what
this
we've just
stadium.
seen? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. And it's Robertson. Well timed, excellent interception. Robertson picks it up out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Son Heung-min! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Caicedo, he's had a shot! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Yamal in acres of space out wide. And it's Caicedo. Oh, that is a nice touch. It's a really well-measured ball. Crossed into the middle. It's a goal kick. Argentina have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold, over to the right flank. Oh, cracking ball. Goes for a shot! And he couldn't finish.
Alexander-Arnold deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to play him in. Spread it left. Oh, no joy this time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Good ball, good take. Messi. Mikel Oyarzabal. Looking for the run. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's onside. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And no, he's seen through all of that. Messi. And Jamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. A probing pass. He's having a shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Argentina are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Yamal can get it clear. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Argentina leading by one at the break.
This is a quick reminder to let you know
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Argentina are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Back on the way then. Argentina currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's gone looking for safety. Messi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And that has been slung wide. It's a promising position. And he's there to belt it away. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Corner. Son Heung-min! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Oyarzabal. Engages and forces him off the ball. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. He's being urged to shoot. And a chance! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So time for
Number
change,
9.
and this one
Coming
has been on the
field,
cards for a little while.
Number 14.
So they have it
Number
all to do
24.
again.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out. Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Robertson spots it and intercepts. Now this could be a chance.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Big chance! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Argentina look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Pinches it off him. Oh, they can break here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Yamal voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Olise. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? And he's quick to get rid. Olise with the short one. Dembele's delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal. Aims beyond the defence. He's found a way through. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now it's Oyarzabal, and it's Messi. Argentina have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Akanji. Yamal. Yamal! And he's there to clear it. France have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide, delivered low. Chouameni. Fernandez. Messi. He has a look, takes a shot! Goal! Argentina! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Argentina have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Spread it left. And he's in on goal. Argentina leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Yamal. Yamal. This is promising. Now it's Oyarzabal.
There will
That's
be
destined for the flank.
time.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Now there's a fine ball. Dembele. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Argentina just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Argentina looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running. Argentina currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Olise!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Olise.
Oh, sweet feet.
He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! Caught offside that time. Yamal. Jimenez.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
And this is Messi. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Fernandez. Good ball, good take. Koundé. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Looking for the run. And the finish! It's in!
A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Substitution.
France choosing to make the first change. Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Fernandez. And it's Robertson. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Son Heung-min for Messi. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Looking to... Chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Messi is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Yamal has found the net here, of course. Caicedo. And here's Yamal.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yamal. Great vision. And this is Messi. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Argentina are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them.
And a quick announcement
Messi
today
taking
that
in the
memorabilia
accolades,
from
having
today's
been
match
named
is
man of the
now on
match,
sale in the
and
stadium.
deservedly. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Italy.
I'm your
against
commentator, Peter
Portugal.
Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Son Heung-min. Very nicely done. And that's been drilled in. And he was alert to it. And the counter is on. Spread it left. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter...
Shot, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Tonali and Di Lorenzo, and that's really well manoeuvred. That has been slung wide. Fernandez. Yamal. Barella cuts it out. Neither side yet able to find the net. Raspadori goes looking wide. Messi. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. Barella, can he get it through? Now it's DiMarco. Now it's Raspadori, looking for the run. Picked out, great chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Messi. Half an hour played now. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him away? Flashes it across. Barella. Raspadori. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Messi. And it's Caicedo. Tonali.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Orsolini. Threads one in. That's a good ball out wide. Politano. That's good play. And it's made it... Oh, shooting chance! Messi. And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And a quick
Not too
reminder
much
today
so
is that
far to
parking
lift
in the
anybody
area
off their
around the
seat.
stadium is
After
strictly
all that
forbidden.
probing and
Please
testing
use
the
parking
waters,
provided by the
here's
club or
hoping
any other
for
paid
a
parking
more open
facilities
second
in
half.
the area.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're off again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Politano. Now Orsolini. Esposito. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Orsolini is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
DiMarco. That's tidy. And it's Barella. Played out wide. DiMarco puts the ball in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, what a ball! Looking to play. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
The goal scorer for Italy after 61 minutes is number 11, Orsolini. Orsolini. Orsolini.
Italy have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Son Heung-min gets on his bike and on the move. And the finish! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution for Italy, number 9. Coming on
So
to
time for
replace him
change.
is
And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Retegui to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Caicedo. Oyarzábal is onto this. Calafiori. Tonali. Now it's Retegui. And here's Raspadori. Now it's DiMarco. Oh, it's played into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Fernandez. Tries to play it through. Robertson has the space to scheme. He's found some space. Shot a goal! It's a goal! Do not write them off. Back they come. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Lionel Messi. Substitution for Italy, number 3,
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Oh, it's come loose.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Orsolini! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Orsolini really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Akanji, Robertson, Caicedo.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi, that's destined for the flank. He has found the way through. Son Heung-min. Now it's Yamal. Early ball out from the back. The end time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Messi, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
I'd like to ask you to join me in
What are your thoughts on today's game? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. And we'll be getting underway. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Knocks it into space. Messi. Can he finish? And he's really put himself on the line here. Morocco have the chance to go the other way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine, and occasionally an eye.
El Khanous! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
El Khanous actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Mazraoui plays it short. Now that looks a decent ball. Plays it in low. Akanji can get it clear. Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. And this is Messi. Nice control. Over to the right flank. There's the delivery.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality. Morocco really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Caicedo. Messi. And Caicedo. Spread out to the left. Son Heung-min. Now it's Yamal. Yamal! No, just not quite. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Fernandez. That looks a cracking ball. Shoots! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And this is Son Heung-min. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Diop. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal leading by 1 at the break.
I think, on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Portugal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Unahi. And it's Hakimi. And Diop. Mazraoui. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Diop. Portugal are still that goal to the good. It's a really well-measured ball. This looks promising. Brahim Diaz finding himself in space.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is...
Goes for a shot! And that's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop him.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Hello, waterfall cows. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, what has happened here? El Canus wants to run onto this. Jimenez. Akanji. Caicedo. Mikel Oyarzabal has found the net here, of course. And the through ball. Can he finish? And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Son 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Mazraoui. Alexander-Arnold is onto this. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. El Ainaoui. Into the last 5 minutes. That has ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
2 added minutes has been
Nicely weighted
indicated.
ball. Spread to the right. Brahim Diaz. Very nicely done. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution.
So that's it. It is all over. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Yamal taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
For one of our
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And he welcomes it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Semenyo. That's destined for the flank. Good ball, good take. Crosses it in here. And it's a goal!
The goal scorer for Ghana after 16 minutes is number 24.
Ghana are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oyarzabal! It's a loose ball. Played out to the left flank.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Akanji can clear it away. And here's Semenyo.
Ghana really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
It's Son Heung-min! A real chance and a real let-off.
Son Heung-min clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Fernandez. And it's Son Heung-min looking to play him in. Robertson gets into a good position. And it's Son Heung-min. Oh, crack. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
After 35 minutes is...
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Robertson. Fernandez. And Robertson. Son Heung-min. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold gets it clear.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Semenyo. He's in a great position here. Space for him to turn and look. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Portugal get the second half going. Son Heung-min. And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Oyarzabal is offering a right smile there.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Portugal with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now this could be a chance. Jimenez.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Sulemana. Mikel Oyarzabal looking to add to his goal. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's gone backward here. He's having a shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Substitution for Ghana, number 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
That has been slung wide. Caicedo. And it's Son Heung-min. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ayew. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Sulemana. Semenyo, who's set up one goal so far. And the return pass. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution for Ghana. Number 11, Semenyo. Number 24, coming on the field, number 19, Williams. Number 7,
Alexander-Arnold. Akanji. Portugal moments now away from seeing this one out. Williams. Now it's Ayew. Sulemana.
Ghana really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Robertson. Son Heung-min. And that is that. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Mikel Oyarzabal taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
With the father of a boy.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And here's Messi. Messi. Oh, this is a Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! About as smooth as it gets. And Portugal score first. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So, a breakthrough already. This is a promising build-up. And here's Raspadori. And here's DiMarco. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Yamal. Caicedo. And here's Son Heung-min. He came in hard, very hard. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yamal. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Shapes to shoot! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Number 9, Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Yamal. Caicedo. And it's Messi. Messi. This is promising. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Politano. Barella. Raspadori. Oh, super find. Now there's a fine ball. That is a brilliant interception. Donnarumma getting this one clear. Francesco Esposito is onto this. Portugal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
A case now of complete control. Bastoni.
Two added minutes.
This
has
looks
been
promising.
indicated.
Raspadori. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jimenez. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Portugal seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Barella. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's made its way to him. Son Heung-min. There's the shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
Orsolini. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. This game already looks like a fait accompli. Has a look and plays it forward. He's on it. Can he get away? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Robertson calmly anticipates. Some good work on the right flank here. Lovely bit of skill. Tonali. Looking for option. Can he finish? And a neat finish.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
The goal scorer for Italy after 69 minutes is number 9.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Oyarzabal, and he shoots! And it's in! And they are disappearing out of sight. How very smart. He just got it right.
Very good finish, but that back line could have dealt with it an awful lot better. I'm not sure what their plan was, but it's not coming off.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Portugal palpably stronger, better, superior. And it's Messi. And he's picked it up out wide. And that's an errant pass. Di Marco. Now Tonali. Orsolini. Esposito. And it's Barella. Messi. Knocks it into space. Oyarzabal. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Substitutions taking place.
Italy have opted to make another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be up.
And Messi! And there's a goal! And there is his 30th goal.
absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Portugal, after 88 minutes, is number 6, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Orsolini.
There will be
Raspadori.
5 minutes added time.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oyarzabal receives it in a good position here. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Son Heung-min. He's played it back. And time is up.
Okay guys, bye.
Well, this
See
is a
you
side
tomorrow.
which is
Don't forget to
purring,
like button,
picture
and
perfect.
also
To win, they will relish having